What is up, guys? Welcome back to Bring Me Joycon. So today I want to take a look at a game called Thimbleweed Park. There's a very good chance that you have not played this game or even heard of it, and that is why I want to talk about it. Now, this game is very cool because it is a point-and-click adventure. Some of you younger folks might have never played one before because they were popular in the 90s on computers and systems like that. So there's a very good chance that you've never played a point-and-click adventure. I know a few cool ones have been remade, like Day of the Tentacle and things like that, but I believe that was on PS4, and I don't think very many of them have made it to the Switch. Now, as with most point-and-click adventures, this game requires you to point the little cursor at a adjective or an action of some sort on the bottom of the screen, and then click on something in the screen. And so you could open something, or close something, or look at something, or pick up something. This is how traditional point-and-click adventures go. That's pretty much how all of them are made. And this one really stood out to me while playing because of the sort of dark humor that's in it. I really enjoyed this game. Is very funny. I really enjoy the humor that is in this. You can tell that somebody put a lot of passion into this game, a lot of effort into making sure that the game is very funny all the way through. And just the dark humor, it just gets me. You don't experience things like that very often, so I just, this one really stood out to me as being a very good point-and-click adventure. The other thing that really stood out to me is that you play from several different perspectives. In the beginning, you're playing as this guy, and I don't think you actually learn his name, but you're playing from sort of his point of view. You're controlling him and where he goes, and he gets shot, like real early on. And then all of a sudden you're playing from the detective's point of view, and you can actually switch between the two detectives. And there's all sorts of goofy characters, one of them which talks a lot like Ned Flanders and says howdly doodly all the time and things like that. So it's just kind of a silly, fun game with a lot of different interesting characters in it. So I mentioned the dark humor in the game. You can click on like the dead body and interact with it. You can tell the detective to pick up the body, but they won't. But something that I found just a tiny bit inappropriate, and I mean, let's face it, it made me laugh. There's a use button. You can hit use and click the dead body, and the one will tell you that's gross. And it felt like a little much to me, but it still made me laugh, so whatever. I picked up my copy of this from Limited Run Games. This was the first Limited Run release of a Switch game, and so I was very excited about this. This was actually my first purchase from Limited Run. I had picked up a couple of PS4 games from them, secondhand from people before, but this was my first purchase directly from their store, and it took forever to get the game, but they do always eventually get your game to you. So that's very cool. I really enjoyed that. You guys know I love physical releases of games. So anytime that I can pick up a physical release versus purchasing the digital, I do that personally. I do understand the appeal of having everything digital on the Switch, though, and I know a lot of people are going that route this time around. So, I can't really blame you for wanting the portability and not having to carry cartridges all around. So if you're going to do that, that's great too. You can definitely get the game cheaper digitally, and actually at this point, that's probably the only place you're going to find it for a reasonable price is digitally, because If you guys don't know, these limited releases of Switch games jump in value very quickly. They're very hard to find at a reasonable price on eBay and places like that. So definitely look into the digital of this if you have not yet. I'm sure you can get it when it goes on sale. It's definitely worth the money, definitely worth your time. It's a very cool story, and I just really love the murder mystery aspect of this game. It just is a wonderful game. And last, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get a notification. At this point, I am uploading almost 6 days a week, every single week. There has been a few days where it was only 5 days, but very, very frequently. So you guys don't want to miss every time I make an upload. We do news on Monday and Wednesday. We do game reviews Tuesday, Thursday, and we live stream Friday nights. When Link's Awakening drops just a few days from now, at the time of recording this, we are live streaming Link's Awakening. Depending on how much you guys enjoy that, we could go through the whole game, or we can go right back to Mario Maker. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and have an amazing day.